Okay, hi there. I initially thought to make this just a video for my family, as I always do, but I thought to make it a general thing because it represents a day in a life of a researcher or someone who's aspiring to be a researcher, whatever. So basically, I had to write this thesis kind of thing, but I talked with my professor and I kind of convinced him that let me write a paper on that topic and let me make it a bit more formal so that it becomes good enough to I don't know, good enough to be presented somewhere and get published. So I'm recording this video majorly to talk about some of the flaws of ChatGPT, LLM, something that I'm working on, something that I'm writing paper on, and it's like a meta thing because I'm writing this paper on use of LLMs in academic situations or in research or in college kind of thing, and I'm actually using LLM in college or in research. So it's like pro level meta thing. My first paper is such a meta thing. For the writing the whole paper and all, I don't know how much LLM I would use given that at this moment in a way I'm the judge. In some sort of way I'm writing the paper on it. So yeah, AI safety, people can breathe safety. Okay, I should not say these things. I think I'll have to make some cuts. Anyhow, okay, so there were these two papers that professor of mine suggested me to get some idea about how should I write this. This one was for the content part and this one was for the structure part. Again, very famous paper of concrete problems in AI safety, Anthropic CEO paper, blah blah blah. So I did review that, and after that, I started writing. But because I already had good amount of knowledge about these topics, I have read so much from here and there. Like there's tons of papers that I have read here and there, but I just don't know which one have given me which kind of model because it's like I have trained myself again to be a model in a way. So I don't really know the citations, references. Got the main thing like we have to write some points. I wrote the 11 points that I wanted to work on that I thought were important enough. And the next point was to get the citation for supporting these 11 points and claims as it happens in generic research. I don't know, I'm the first timer, so I don't know how it works. So again, I thought to just go to ChatGPT and start working on this. Yeah, this is one of the major tasks for me, like doing the formality of my passion. So like actually writing these points were the only thing that was of my actual interest. To formalize and get all these points, that was of my actual interest. But then to do the other formalities of writing them in structured format, of getting citation, of making it readable for people, those were not of my interest. And that's why like the LLMs and ChatGPT should come into action to do things that people don't like to do or that humans find boring, repetitive. Recently I used this to write a theory of change for myself, and it worked out great, like literally great. And especially this canvas thing was such a phenomenal thing and it just blew my mind. And I used it to initially just make my points look better and structured, and it did that in such a beautiful way. You can see I did 2 iterations of this and it worked in such a beautiful way, and I liked it. And I was like, okay, I had good hopes for it, and that's why I gave the task of citation as well to it, and it just gave me. And that was the mistake that I did because it also involved the search feature. That's some kind of RAG system, I guess. So it gave me all the 33 citations that I would wanted. I was so happy and all. But then I started reviewing it just for like to confirm and to see if there is something wrong that it gave me, like just to check for hallucination. And it's like it has given everything as hallucination. Only 10% or 20% of the things were good. You can see how much things I have to delete or remove, like the citation that it gave, basically the link that it gave, those were not working in the first place. Like the third iteration, you can see there are like again second iteration, first iteration. Like I wasted around 8 hours on this thing. This is what I wanted to say, that for now if you want to use LLM for citation, please don't use, at least not in the manner that I am using it. I guess I overloaded the context window in some way, that's why the chaos is there. But yeah, please don't do it. In the end, I saw that archive papers are generally true and nice, so I started using that. But again, it failed terribly at archive as well because like see, challenges in achieving causality in machine learning models. And if I open the paper, that the link that is given, vector fields on non-compact manifolds, this is the kind of hallucination that is giving. And the relevance, like it's basically I don't know, use any word, bad word, but it's basically a mess. And to solve this mess, it took around 8 hours, and I solved this in like multiple iterations, not just one iteration, 3 iterations. I had to continue, then I had to restructure the grammar, I had to like compare various outputs and all. It was a big mess. So when I failed 2 times in this 3 times, then today whole day I also spent like I guess 3-4 hours watching all the OpenAI videos about the things about canvas and all. And I also watched some videos about search thing and how they are doing RAG and all, to understand what kind of thing should I do to make it even more better. Eventually I thought that this canvas thing is such some revolutionary thing, some great thing, but as it turns out, it is just some basically RAG only. They have not invented anything new, they have just made it better in a way, jugaad as we say. And yeah, it took a lot of time of mine. You can see that like 3:20 2:36 a.m. I was doing it at night, and it took a lot of time of mine. Like it took me less time to just review paper. If I would have done it this normally, the normal way without LLM, I would have taken less time. But anyhow, I got to learn something, I guess. So not all bad. But yeah, in the end, I found I did that. I did kept the point that I got, some that were good enough, that were relevant enough. But again, just 20% usefulness. And then I started using this thing, Citation Finder, and it has been working phenomenal. I use this for yeah, all the rest, like 5 6 7 8. I have like 11 points, so 5 6 7 8 9 10. I have to use 11 one, but as you can see here, the timer is reached now, so I'll be able to use it after 30 minutes. And then I used it worked phenomenal. It was also a bit chaotic. I had to work with the prompt that I was giving into, but eventually I figured out the best prompt that was giving me the exact result that I wanted without much of a hallucination. Like out of 5, only 3 were useful most of the time, but 3 is enough for me. Just one more thing that I should add is that I do have offline LLMs in my laptop. I could have just gone for that, and I could just avoid all this 26-minute time and stuff, but I just have Coin 2.0 coder that is mainly for coding stuff that I have not used till now, and Llama 3.23 billion because I cannot use the 11 billion. My laptop doesn't have that much RAM. I also do have Page Assist, by which I can do the RAG thing, and also I have anything LLM by which I can do the RAG thing, but I did not go for all of that because I heard so much hype of the ChatGPT stuff and all the things that they were doing, and also basically because of the canvas thing. I just hope someone makes a again open source model, just for, like, as we have for coding, there should be one for researchers as well, that's been trained on all the research data and all, and can also get a citation not with the RAG system, but like through the training itself. I know it's very typical, the output is very less, the requirement is very less, but yeah, someone should do that. So my point being, don't overload the context window, and yeah, using LLM is still very chaotic thing. And I just wasted 8 hours on this, so I just wanted to make a video and make some use out of this thing. It's like, I guess, 42 papers till now. Yeah, I'll add 2 more, 44, and then 4 more, around 48 and all, and then I'll like finish this thing. But so the end conclusion, don't use ChatGPT for citation just randomly. You should better use some already made GPTs. And yeah, that's all. Have a good day. Bye.